This is I Remember When, a social, story-based game designed for seniors to play with their friends and family. The goal for players of the game is to get as many points as possible by telling believable stories based on prompts about their lives. They can choose to tell a real story from their past, or they can choose to make it up and possibly get more points. Once they've told the story, the other players have 2 minutes to discuss and deliberate over whether they think it is a real story or not, and vote on their choice. The scores are then calculated, with the storyteller getting points based on how many people they've convinced, and everyone else getting points based on whether they guessed right or not. This type of game is well suited for playing remotely with friends and family. Over the past year, when social distancing has prevented people from gathering together, social games have become more popular as people have sought out ways to connect with their loved ones and combat loneliness. Unfortunately, many social games do not take into account the needs of seniors, catering instead to the tastes of much younger audiences. This game has 3 key features that make it ideal for seniors: its user interface design, the multiplayer joining process, and the use of voice and video. The user interface features large text and a high contrast, simple layout designed for people with reduced visibility. It also features large, far apart buttons for users with reduced dexterity. We use descriptive instructions, prompts, and buttons so that the players never feel lost on a page or confused about what their next steps are. We believe that seniors would be much more comfortable sending a simple code than setting up an account and managing their friend list in-game, which is seen in most online multiplayer games. We wanted to ensure, when we were designing this feature, that it would be as easy as possible for seniors, and took inspiration from the Kahoot learning platform and the Jackbox Party Pack pin systems when designing how best to streamline the game lobby process for people who are not used to it. I Remember When uses a 4-digit randomly generated room code. Once it is initialized, anyone that enters that code will be connected to the room. Firebase was used to implement this game room functionality and made the room generation and joining processes simple. Once the game is downloaded onto their device, the player types in their name. If they are creating a new game room, all they do is tap a button, share the code displayed on their screen with their friends to get them in the game. Their friends select the other button, type in the code, and they're in the lobby, ready to start. The game allows the players to use voice and video to tell the story, which is much more natural and will be less frustrating for seniors than if they had to type everything.
Let's take a look. So, my prompt is, what has been your most treasured possession?
On the flip side, for players listening to the story, it would be more natural to see the person that is talking, and easier for them to listen to the story rather than read the type that's on the screen.
I think for me personally, my most treasured possession is my smartphone, because it's with me all the time.
Thank you.